Hi everyone, welcome to Gigantics. I'm Gonzalo from the development team, and in this video, I'm going to guide you through some steps to anonymize your data, distribute it into different databases. And also I want you to know how to keep the referential integrity across multiple databases, even if they don't share the same technology. Okay, so for doing so, we have two different databases. MySQL database, in which we will store information about a typical CRM, information about our employees, our customers, etc. And another database, which is a MongoDB database, in which we will record information about how the users interact with our application. Some things like logs, for example, the action they perform, etc. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to head over to my SQL connection, which is previously added, and we're going to check the schema. Okay, so we can see we have two different tables, one for customers and another one for employees. Okay, we can have a quick look at its data. We have employees, for example, like Bob Johnson, Alice Smith, different emails, departments, and we have customers, which is a table that stores information about the companies, okay? So we're going to go to rules. We have a rule to anonymize this data, okay? And here you can see the configuration of each table. What this means is that I'm going to anonymize the customer's name using a default predefined function in Gigantics called useFakeData. Okay, so I'm going to generate a business name or a company name, and I'm going to assign it to this field. And when it comes to employees, I'm interested in anonymizing the person name at the email, okay, using a useFakeData function and a custom function. Okay, the reason for using a custom function in the email is that I just don't want a random email being generated. I want an email that is consistent with the person name. Okay, so that's why I created a very small JavaScript function. Okay, so just a moment, I'm going to save it. Okay, and the next thing I'm going to do is run it. Okay, so I'm going to stick to writing an internal data set in Gigantics instead of loading data to a destination database. And then the most important thing to keep the referential integrity in Gigantics is to use a dictionary. Okay, so make sure you have one of these last three options selected. In this case, I'm going to select the last one, reuse values in every field. If you're interested in how these options work, just head over to our documentation where these options are explained. Okay. So I'm going to store new transformations in the dictionary. This is very important because after storing these new transformations, they can be used in later executions, okay, in later jobs. So this is what we are interested in. Okay, so make sure you have these two options selected. I'm going to run it, and if we go to our data sets, we can see that it has been recently updated. So let's have a look. Okay, here we can see the transformed data. Okay, so you can see the company names have changed and also the employees' names. Okay, so we previously had Bob and Alice, and now we have Alex and Van. Okay, so this is good so far. The emails have changed as well, so the sensitive information is protected. What we're going to do now is we're going to head over to our Mongo logs connection, and we're going to check its schema and its data too, as we've done before. Okay, so we can see that we have a field called actor, which is the user that makes an action in our application. So it has two subfields, which are actor.name and actor.email, which I will want to anonymize. Okay, so if we have a look at the real data, we can see that actor.name and actor.email contain sensitive information about Alice Smith and Bob Johnson, which are employees in our organization. Okay, so I'm going to go to the anonymized operation, and here I can see the information and the configuration of the transformation process. Okay, so I want the actor name to be anonymized with a fake person name using the use fake data function, and then I want the actor.email to be anonymized using a custom function, the same function I implemented before in JavaScript. So I'm going to save it and I'm going to run it. Okay. In this case, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to override an existing data set, and I'm going to focus on the transform options. In this case, it's not necessary to store new transformations in the dictionary because I'm not going to run a later job after this one, but it won't affect the results. So we're going to keep it checked. And in this case, I'm still interested in reusing values in every field. Okay, so I have to check this one. Okay, I'm going to save it and I run it. Okay, you can see the data set has been updated just 10 seconds ago. So we're going to check its content. In this case, it's a bit more difficult to visualize because every field contains like an object, so it's more difficult. But we can see that the actor name and the actor email fields have changed. We no longer have Alice and Bob, we have Alex and Van, okay? And the emails have changed too. So we have maintained the referential integrity of multiple databases by using different connections under the same project in Gigantics. This is important. They have to be in the same project, so they share the same dictionary. Okay, so I hope this was helpful, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.